Alright, welcome to another episode of Minneapolis by Night, the vampire venue. As you can see, I got pretty much a full house. We're going to kind of go through the ranks here. We're going to start with Ian because he has a quick thing he needs to do and then he needs to hop out for a different scene. So we're going to deal with Roland and Roland. Yeah. Roland, you got your appointment to meet Rob. I don't have his picture because Google hates me right now.
It hates us all.
Yeah, well, I had it working a minute ago, but it looked like crap, so I was going to try and fix it, and it never happened. So. Anyways, Roland. You're escorted into the Minnesota Vikings stadium. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty fucking impressive. Well, he's the
not really, because he really doesn't know what football is. So.
Oh, yeah, he sucks. All right, they take you into his office. He waits till the security walks out, closes the door. What do you want, Roland?
I'm here to be introduced to the parents.
Okay, well, you had to go through me first. Okay, well, I'll try and get a hold of the prince. It may have to wait.
Okay.
And apparently we have a guest visitor. He goes, it may have to wait a little bit, but I can at least get that rolling.
Okay.
For now, I'll makeshift welcome you into the city, but don't count it as full until you talk to the prince. So if you got other things to do, I'd recommend go doing them first. Maybe a bit, because the prince has been kind of iffy lately about taking anybody right now. Apparently he's getting shit done.
Yeah, there's also another issue. The other day, did something weird happen to you? Like some kind of weird visions or something?
It's possible.
Because they sure did to me.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a cute.
Why is there a toddler?
We're live. He goes. He looks at you. Yeah. From what I hear, the higher ups are looking into it. We have the Scourge and Sheriff both on the ball. I think. Last I heard, they were. Yes, you did. By the way, Tiger.
It did? Okay.
Did a meeting.
Meeting.
He looks at you. You do have a lot to make up for. Yes, I heard.
Yeah. I texted you about it.
I know.
But,
and I've heard it from everybody since then. Because apparently they knew.
They didn't think I would contact my Prime Engine about it?
Well, unfortunately, the chain of command everybody tells everybody.
Do you know the situation I was particularly in? Do you know who Cash is to me?
I'm aware. But that has nothing to do with anything. You lost your status for another reason. As far as I heard.
As he outright told me what I lost it for.
Okay.
Which I think is...
other things have come up that I heard about that I'm not real happy about, and you should have lost status at that point, too.
Why?
First and foremost, you never, ever speak as if you're the primogen of the clan until you've earned that title. Yes, I heard about the incident with you in the venture room.
I've been actually meaning to talk to you about that, and
Yeah, well, when you keep saying
that
spot, you're misunderstanding exactly what you're saying. You're representing it the wrong way. It may be our domain where we get to feed, but that is purely what it is. If we own property in it, that's a bonus, but so that's
okay. Apparently,
probably
quite a few things have changed. Okay,
we
I
don't
actually offer you
we
my
don't
apology
officially
because
we don't officially own the area outright as our own. It is
okay,
used.
well,
It
we
is
do now.
it is given to us by the prince as a place to feed where
Yeah.
we're allowed. Other than that, unless we own
I-
own personal property, your building has become private domain to you, which means you are in charge of taking care of it. The gangrel as a
well,
whole.
I do offer you my apology. It's maybe the definition of our territory has changed since I was last in the city to apologize.
I don't remember. I mean, we're off and on with the Camarilla, so we have to kind of follow by their rules.
I've been out of touch for 200 years, and
we've been off and on.
When we said it was our territory, it meant it was our territory, if you know what I mean.
I got you. But
yeah. So I did not actually mean to step on your toes.
That is your personal domain. You are in charge of protecting it.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak with the then truant question about other things. Mainly also to explain that you were not speaking on behalf of the entire clan when you were saying that, because you misrepresented our entire domain to him. His influence has left, and I've been using ghouls to keep the order.
Yeah, like I said, I literally, as far as I knew, our territory meant our territory. So
it used to. We go by other rules now. It's easier.
Okay, maybe
we'll fix that.
Maybe we can.
Currently in the process of acquiring the property.
Perhaps we can sit down and talk about what else has changed. Because I didn't realize that such a huge shift would be. That's a pretty big change from.
Well, again, we've just been
you know what I mean?
We've just been re-allowed back into the Camarilla with conditions. We still don't have a just cause.
How long ago did this happen?
Recently.
How long ago did this happen?
Recently.
Oh, it's okay. Well, that would totally explain all my information's down there when it should be up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Fuck.
I did their fuck up.
Are some clan members?
We need to.
So some have remained on the independent side.
I offer you a major boon for stepping on your toes in such a major way.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was no choice. You owe me a boon. I'm not questioning that.
Out of character, there's a big difference between you going, you owe me a boon, and him offering it up. That's the big difference there.
It is a big difference because he admits that he's wrong. That's a good first step in the right direction.
Yes, and that's why he's not continuing to yell at him. He looks at you. That is a step in the right direction. I will admit that. So thank you for doing that. But I have to go talk to the Venture because of the miscommunication you had. He just looks at you. The way my team's been going, believe me, that's not going to be a fun conversation. He just smiles. Kidding.
Yeah.
God, geez, how listening to you.
Well, he was actually offered a pretty. Actually, I laid out an offer that was actually pretty sweet, a sweet offer to him with the prince.
From what I heard, it took a bit to get that offer allowed. And by that time, apparently, the venture had lost interest. I will speak.
This offer was made this offer was made like a week ago, and he already turned it down. So the offer is off the table, for according to as far as I know, I'm concerned. He was given an offer, and with the prince standing right there, and he shot it down completely and totally. So
Okay.
and quite
I'm
thoroughly.
telling you right
So
now, if that's the way you want to play with someone with active influence, I'm going to make my goals pull back from your area and see how long it lasts. It works at you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My goals are busting their ass right now, keeping the peace, because there are certain elements.
So are my people.
There are certain elements within the mortal society who are currently having issues.
Yeah, well,
we'll get it taken care of. I will get something worked out. Just for now, just don't deal with him. If he comes to you again, tell him to come to me, and we will have a discussion. That way, it's easier and less problematic. Or call me first before you say a fucking word to him. I don't care if you don't say hello.
You do realize my problem here, right? He's turned down the offer in front of the prince, which is now, as far as I understand, back to being a Justicar. So it's kind of hard to, you know what I mean?
Well, when rulership changes within the city, the rules tend to go with them. So, I mean, obvious other than certain ones, but certain way things are run change.
Am I willing to sit back at the table with him? Yes.
Very well. That's a good point. That's a good starting point. We can work out the details. I will be there for that meeting.
Yeah, it's just that offer as it stood for the moment. I can't see how I can go back and reoffer it with the way it was shot down.
Again, I will talk to him, see if he will set up a meeting, if he will at least reconsider discussing terms. We will go from there.
Makes you think that he would?
Rob doesn't know him, so Rob's only heard things about him. He doesn't know him personally. So.
However, is there? Do you know if anybody else has gotten any major information off these visions? Because I may have information that might be helpful.
Last I heard, a lot of people are tracking part of their vision to the law firm that's within the city, the major one, Ram Wolfhard or something like that. Apparently, that seems to be the center and seems to be the focus due to their name and the fact that the representation within many of the various dreams, for lack of a better term, seem to have the same common denominator.
Do you have any idea what the hell we faced in that warehouse?
Sure. He shakes his head.
Have you heard the description of it?
Nope. But I haven't had.
He would give a. He'd give a description of the thing.
Same thing for a second. Doesn't sound familiar, but I don't know why does that sounds kind of like a shifter thing. So I don't know. Maybe they can help. Maybe they know something about it. If it's not a shifter thing, then it's a mage thing, because that's damn sure not a vamp thing. Well, it could be. I mean, it could be something, a Tamichi that has a really weird sense of humor. With them, who knows? And if it's a Tamichi, then we have more issues.
Quick question out of character, Bill. I asked it on the side. But I don't think you saw it. Do we know in character about these new disciplines?
You might know about yours if it came up. If you haven't done a scene with Roland yet, then your discipline hasn't come up yet. As for everyone else, a few people have uncovered their disciplines either by mistake or by pure design, so to speak. As I've told all the other players, I'm leaving it up to the players to kind of uncover their discipline within a scene. It doesn't have to be this scene. I'm just saying within a scene. If they want to learn about their discipline, they don't have to do it in a scene. They can do that on a blue book. But I need a blue book if they're not going to do a scene with it.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to know because he was going to bring it up if it was if I knew about it. But
if he hasn't uncovered, if he hasn't uncovered it yet, then no.
Okay.
But it has come up with others, so.
Yep.
Is there anything else you need from me, Roland?
Not at the moment.
I would recommend doing everything you can to get that status back. Admitting you're mistaken is a good step, at least with me, but remember, I'm not the only one you have to appease. You have an entire council and a prince you have to appease, as well as the sheriff who took it away, and the scourge above him.
Out of character, I thought the sheriff was above the scourge.
No, scourge is above the sheriff.
Well, that's news to me. I thought the sheriff and the scourge were essentially the same level, but they did two different things. Like the scourge was.
I feel like Blake's probably right. I feel like Sean's probably right. I think they're just like equal positions.
Because the scourge is like the prince's hitman, and the sheriff is like law and order. If someone breaches the masquerade, it's the sheriff's doing. If someone doesn't show up to announce themselves before the prince, or the prince wants someone blood hunted, then the scourge goes out and takes care of business.
Yeah, so it all depends on the point of view of the person, who's higher in status, or who's higher in the hierarchy. And he's talking to a gangrel, so naturally the gangrel think anybody's going to go out and kill things first. Gets a little priority.
I do have one question, though.
Go fuck shit up. Let's go fuck shit. Yes, Roller.
I do have one question, though. He kind of looks around.
That's hell.
No, what is this place?
It's a football stadium.
Oh, you play soccer here?
No. American football. You've really got to read some books, man. Been out for 200 years and then just try and jump back into
American football is different than soccer?
Yes. He opens his desktop, pulls out a DVD, tosses it to you. Figure out how to use that and then watch that. That'll give you a basic idea of how football is. It's the Minnesota Vikings highlights.
Okay. So really bad football. Oh! Alright. Puts it in his jacket and waits to be dismissed, I guess.
Okay. He looks at you. Well, if that's all, then you can go.
Alright, thanks. Starts around and heads out.
Alright. So that way, Ian, you can go and wait for Holly to tell you she's ready. Or annoy the crap out of her until she, tells her. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Alright, so who's going to be next in this little order of things? I could care less. We could do it all in, like, one scene, because I don't feel like
You know what's hilarious is all the people in the room right now, like, know each other.
I know.
Yeah. We all have, like, jobs and like, businesses and all that other jazz. So, here's a question. As the boss, you got two bosses up in here. So, what y'all bosses want to do? Bosses? Y'all done paid the cost to be the boss.
I think that Blake and I need to meet up to discuss like what we've been doing and what we found so far. Probably.
Yeah, especially what we've seen. Considering now Blake is now getting caught up with everybody's dreams.
Oh no, I meant Kevin Blake, the sheriff. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Blakes and Blakes, god damn, stop it.
Man, what the
Big
heck?
We call
okay.
one B Junior and one B.
That's why I
Okay,
call him the
just-
sheriff
could-
and the other dude.
Okay, I'm
Sheriff,
changing the
Sheriff and
role to-
A1. Sheriff and Potts and Patsy. Sheriff
I'll-
Patsy. Sheriff Patsy.
I'll just call Kevin Blake from now on Hunter as our code names.
All right.
He
He will totally accept Big B as well.
Okay. Okay, changing the lower third, forget that. I'm putting it as low.
When the hunter and the bagman are ready to talk to Carmine, they can talk to Carmine.
All right. I just came into this scene because
it doesn't matter.
All right. In that case, I need to discuss with. Okay, go ahead and do your discussion with because we have to actually do. Okay, here's the deal. I need marching orders from the sheriff. Okay, that's got to be done. I need to talk to the deputy and set stuff up with that. That needs to be done.
Well, then why don't we just get both deputies in the room for that, and I can give you both marching orders and can move along.
Let's do that.
All right, we want to do that next then. All right, that's workable. See,
We just
Marcus
negotiated.
was here, it'd be chaos.
We negotiated. I like it. Let's do it.
All right. So where are we gonna meet at?
All right, so wherever anybody's at, whoever wants to chime in first.
Okay.
I figure one big scene makes it easier.
Yeah. What do you think about using like the warehouse, or would you guys like to meet somewhere completely unknown to other kindred?
I happen to know a guy who has a place like that.
I'm not
It
surprised.
was completely unknown to other kindred.
No, I have another place.
Okay.
I got
Damn,
lots of places.
God. Wait, don't answer that. I might actually be afraid afterwards.
What, you afraid of me? You're the sheriff. I'm your guy who works under you. No, nothing. Anyway, hey Bill.
Yes.
I have some guys to clear out a place so I can meet with my guys.
Okay. Any particular place in mind?
Just basically a old, like back room of a club or something that's been like shut down or whatever. For whatever reason.
It's been condemned.
It's not condemned. It's just we're holding weight down there, and we don't want nobody to know it's there.
That's fine. You get a back room. Your guys will keep an eye on the front of the place and figure that with the heavyweights you have coming in, they can at least handle the back door that they're going to be coming through. So there's only going to be two entrances: the front way, which is going to be guarded by your boys, and the back way, which y'all are going to be in the room for. So whoever comes in is in trouble.
I mean, everybody here had a big cup of badass, so I assume that they're going to be okay.
Well, yeah, so you guys should be fine. I'm not gonna. I don't have anything planned.
I do have refreshments, though. I will bring some refreshments.
You gonna bring some hose?
Yeah, I can do that. I have a thing.
Yes, you do. All right, so you tell them all where to meet or whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We'll saddle up and go there.
Yeah, they're in a car. They will be. They're off to the side right after the meeting. So yeah.
Agree. We all go.
Yeah, we go there. We're at the place. Carmine kind of meets everybody outside. He is again not in a suit.
It's starting to become a trend.
Is he in a polo?
No, actually, he's in like a long coat and like a shirt and some jeans and some big boots.
Well, mind you, it did snow apparently last night.
He does seem to be very, very. He doesn't seem to like the suit. You guys are pretty much picked up on that.
So he's like Kevin. I can appreciate not liking the suit. It's tight. It's stuffy.
I can't wear armor under it. It's annoying.
Fair enough. It would show off.
Well, not my armor, but he just doesn't like it. So, guys, I'm glad you're here. You came to my summons. Thank you.
Well, I figure there's some things that we probably need to get on the same page on, so.
I would think so. And you brought the other deputy. Joy.
Yeah.
Hey,
How you doing, Carmine?
I'm good. I'm good. Like, you're like the big deputy. I'm like the little, like, second bitch deputy. I get that. I'm all right with that.
I mean, I never said that, but
But you don't have to. I mean, you're all gangrel with the gurgur. That's all.
fair enough.
With the,
There's some things you can do, and there's some things he can do. And
not
together you
really.
make Voltron.
I'm really not good at a whole lot of that, you know, aggression stuff. I'm like middle management stuff because of that.
You're like the desk detective. You're like the desk detective. You bring all the evidence to you, and you solve the crime.
I like it. I don't believe it, but I like it. So, and hey, Bagman, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Bagman. This is the Bagman. Have you all met him?
Yeah, I met him.
Not yet. Oh,
Bagman. Hunter.
Oh, actually, no. Yes. Take that back. It was kind of in passing, so I can see why I could forget it.
So, we have some things that we need to discuss for the future of said domain city as a whole.
Of course.
My guys, the Ventru Primogen has decided that the Ventru need to do some things. Do not worry, none of it is illegal as far as I know. However, you will see some changes in property values. I suggest you buy now. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, good thing I already did buy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you own it on paper? I can make that happen.
I do own it on paper. Actually, you
Very
have
good.
some money.
Really? How are you, as you though? Does Kevin Blake own it or does some other guy you're pretending to be on?
Probably be easier some other guy.
I can
I'm
make
not
that
quite
happen.
that old yet, but
I'm just saying. I make things happen. Talk to me later. This isn't about that. Moving on. Me and Mr. Rainsdale have a place, the Bagman, have a place that we need to go and check things out. An investigation of sorts which could bring things to light. The more people who go, the more eyes we have, the more things we might see. If you can trust anybody, Bagman, I think these guys would be the guys you would want to have eyes on things. Do you concur?
This is acceptable.
Okay. Sheriff,
mm-hmm.
as your deputy, the fuck you want me to do? I ain't never been a cop my whole fucking life. What do you want me to do over here?
Well, I suppose we could deal first with the issue you wanted our eyes on, see what's going on there, and the other issue being that apparently, after conversing with some people on the dreams that apparently some of the kindred in the city have been having, we have a place that possibly needs to be looked into as well.
I've been dead 30 years, never had a fucking dream in the whole sleeping thing. Suddenly, I'm fucking having what dreams may come Robin Williams bullshit going on. Oh. I got a guy.
Not dead people yet.
Yeah, I got a guy that's looking into that because I'm not going over there because anything that I dream comes out of my head. I don't want to deal with it. If he gets eaten, that's him. Other than that, oh yeah, I got this gig, this new job, which may or may not put me on some kind of weird level that I don't understand or whatever. I got this new job. Is it okay if I have two jobs?
So long as you can complete both of them effectively, I don't see why that'd be a
Well,
problem.
I'm pretty good at multitasking or whatever, so two jobs is okay.
What is the secondary job?
Oh yeah, I'm the Primogen of the Ventru clan. Moving on,
That's a pretty important fucking job.
It's my side job. Don't worry about it. No,
My side job.
Man, that's the first person I've heard that says being a Primogen is a side job.
it is. It's a stepping stone. It's really not that hard. It's like 4 guys. Don't worry about it. No,
Fair enough.
I gotta go to the meetings and all. It's a lot of bullshit. Is what it is.
I did that once upon a time. The meetings were really boring.
You are freaking old, I assume, with the way you talk and everything. I got these things. You gotta, what do they call that? Memories and accumulations and experiences and all that, and that's great.
Well, then I've greatly confused you.
You're fucking old. You You talk like an old guy. You act like an old guy.
I'm glad I act like an adult.
Whatever.
I wish the domain would follow suit in some cases.
Hey, the domain is a reflection of the kindred that dwell within it. Always has been, always will. Gabish,
Yep.
you want them to do something, you gotta tell them. And, Bagman, do you agree?
Yes, I tell people what to do and they do it.
Not like they got a fucking choice. Oh. So, Dave, buddy, pal, you're fired. Can't have the deputy showing up and being like all deputized and stuff. It might put people off. It's no disrespect. There's a nice severance package. Drive?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Can you drive a vehicle? Do you have one?
Yeah, I got one.
Would you like
I
another?
can drive it.
He's trying to get rid
Sure.
of left and right.
It's just
Depends on how it came into your possession, I guess.
These are not questions we need to concern ourselves with.
When you say that makes me want to concern myself with it even
It
more.
just means,
gotta say.
just in case a little backup vehicle, or put it in a place you'll know where it is. In case things get hot, you can switch over, that sort of thing. It's a little just in case kind of insurance kind of thing. What do you think?
That doesn't seem too bad right now.
You got $50?
He'll reach out his wallet. Yeah.
Thank you. It's a very nice payment. Put that in my pocket for later. Maybe there's a whore that needs a ticket. Something. Now, what I am going to propose now is that me and the rest of us take a trip to a place none of you have probably been. It is called. I got two things on my plate. All you guys need to know about it. Is this place I want to visit. I'm very, very interested in the domicile of the old prince.
Okay.
Both of the old princes. The one that's supposed to be dead and the one that everybody thinks is dead. I don't think anybody's been there. I think that's dumb.
Sounds about accurate.
So, I know some
Probably
guys.
wouldn't hurt to take a look.
Yeah, just some background intel or whatever. No one owns it. It's unoccupied. I figure, why not? I got no compunction. Nothing stopping me. But one of the places, maybe we should just check out, because as the law, essentially, of this city, which is what we are, which is why I assembled you here today. While people have these lofty goals of searching out some sort of hoodoo magic whatchamajig, there's other stuff going on. Now, the hoodoo whatchamajig stuff might be important, but I suck at looking for it. So I'm sure that there's somebody who's got a book and a cape and plays Dungeons and Dragons and is ready to go do that.
Kevin will grin and just kind of nod over to the Scourge and be like, possibly him, and just give a playful grin.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. It's probably a cloak, you got a book, you got a DMG or whatever. Good job. Now.
Oh my god.
What it says in the book, one of the jokes is like Clan Tremere. It's like a clan embraced a bunch of D&D nerds and told them their magic was real.
Yeah.
But they got real magical hoodoo type of stuff. I don't know what's going on with that shit. That's why I'm not fucking with it. You need some resources in order to search for that? I'll shoot anybody in the face you need. But you can go read a book. Fuck that shit. So, are we prepared to go to this little looky-loo mission right quick?
Sure. Is there anything in particular we're looking for?
Well, first, I think that we should slake our thirst, if you will. If you direct your attention to the vehicle out there, there are some women of the night who would love to meet you.
They clean?
I don't know.
I like as if I would bring you tainted merchandise.
You just gotta make sure.
Now, try not to vamp out or freak out or be like Killy because those seats are new.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I have been speaking with different people in the domain. I've recorded different dreams that I could, so that at some point we could investigate that should we wish. I also understand from the Giovanni that Marcella is actively seeking to destroy the Hunter, some kind of changer that is attempting to destroy Kindred.
Was what the what the?
Why am I not surprised?
Hold tight. You mean those one the bed wops here?
Yes.
Those fake Italian sons of bitches from up north.
She also says that she thinks that the name, the TR, from the toy company could be tied to a name, Thomas Roderick.
I've heard this name.
He is someone who is associated with her friend, and she thinks that he may have something tied to this, and that he would be worth investigating.
You'll have to get me up to speed on this, Carmine. You said you know this, Mr. Roderick.
Marcus?
He's been missing for some time, so I would think if Carmine knows anything, it's probably something of the nature of who he is, but not maybe a personal meeting.
Gives us something to look for, at least.
Yes. Let's see.
Out of character. Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Did John talk to you about the thing yesterday?
What thing yesterday?
You should talk to John.
Okay, so I don't know how to commit this thing.
You could always just text Ransdale.
Technically, I have 3. He's not the only one I can text. But Kevin will get a text message, and along with Mr. Ramsdale, I might have something that might be of interest. Where are y'all at?
Like ... question mark.
Pertaining
from
to...
Ransdale, you get a text that says, "What is the nature of your information?"
It's pertaining to the dreams. It's probably something. It's something that I probably better said in person, or showed in person.
Eat up. Those chicks are like $100 an hour.
I assume all of you guys are just gonna feed. That's fine.
Yeah, it's cool.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
And
plus I've got plenty of blood space to fill after spending, the past 5 days going ouch, 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 ouch.
Yeah. Actually, both Kevin and Mr. Ramsdale will get a picture that matches this, the pictures in the gossip thread I posted up.
Do the pictures hit anything off Gary lore?
Oh, they very well should if I saw what I thought I saw.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. The picture that is the glyphs that have been coming to your mind as of recently. If you have Guru lore, roll it.
I'm working on it.
It's very iffy because that's more closer to worm lore, but it's close enough where you'd at least know generics.
Alright, can somebody give me 4 dice?
Yeah, I can do that. Marcus, John is giving me questioning, like, what the fuck you're talking about.
I know. Him something too. He probably forget it.
He probably did forget, because... Yeah, and he may have talked to me about it yesterday, and I just don't remember, so... PJ,
So
there
good.
you go.
I see how important I am.
You may have to remind him because I have no idea.
I did.
Okay.
One success.
Yeah, PJ, you got one success.
Cool.
It's a stretch with one success. I mean, it's really kind of pushing it because glyphs and stuff, that would be something that we don't really share a lot, but I'd give it to you.
Sure, maybe I don't know that they're called black spirals, but I'm like, they are this is the symbol for the Sabbat warriors.
Yes, that would be your best.
Oh god.
That's hilarious.
Like I said, this may be a good idea to talk about this in person.
I don't send that over text. I say that to the room.
That there's Sabbat shifters.
Yeah, from what I can understand. I look over at Carmine. Lewis Blake of the Tremere would like to come to speak with us on things and discuss some of the nature of the dreams.
Okay.
Would like to do that on the way to. Would we like for him to accompany us to Sven's house, or would we like for him to meet us here?
Marcus, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
He can meet us on the way to Sven's.
There we go.
This is acceptable to me. Would anyone care to carpool, or are we all taking our individual vehicles?
Carpool sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Those vehicles
What is
look
everyone
ridiculous.
driving?
Big bunch of thugs.
Oh, yeah, they all take the carpool lane.
Hey, I don't see any fucking gangrel or any fucking Bruja in here.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
I said gangrel.
What does everyone drive, or would everyone like to take my Grand Marquis?
Whatever we think we could squeeze 5 people into, so it looks the least conspicuous.
Well, you guys know Mr. Ransdale's vehicle. It's one of the big old boat cars, like LTV Grand Marquis. So it can comfortably sit. Comfortably sit 4, but you can squeeze 5 for sure.
That works.
Yeah.
All right. So we all pile up in Ransdale's vehicle.
Okay.
On the way over, Mr. Ransdale will explain. He'll say, just as our friend Carmine has explained, I should explain that I am the Tremere elder in the city and Primogen. However, I don't wish to sit in on dull meetings, so I am going to assign a clanmate of mine to do this job instead.
They gonna be a problem?
She should understand her role within our workings, and I assume that she will do well. If not, then she will be assigned a different duty.
I'm not gonna fuck with your house. Tiger, I did not believe you just typed that.
I didn't either.
I can't.
Glad he didn't say it while it was live. No, we're not going to repeat that.
Okay.
It's just a wrestling reference. I don't know what the fuck you guys are freaking out about.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Get ready for a lot of them from the 2 of us.
Yeah.
I already have told I don't know how many fucking people in this game know their role.
Are we giving out power drivers?
Fine. He said so. Oh, God damn it, Holly. He said so. She'll know her role and shut her mouth. Is exactly what he said.
Take it to the Heart Down Hotel. Take it from room to damn room to damn room.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. When Mr. Ransdale does elbow drops, he fucking calls these people.
Yeah.
It's serious business. So along the way, we'll pick up Blake unless somebody wants to say something to Ransdale before they get Blake.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I pick up I pick up Blake and say, so you have been, or I guess you said that was everyone, right? Like everyone's been having the dreams of the Sabat shifters, their symbol.
As far judging from the recent one I had, I don't know about everybody else. That's what came up with what I came up with in the dream. Other than Mr. Charbroil Protect Kindred dude, and now the toy factory in Wolfman Heart. And I'm going to make a note that that y'all did not pick me up at the Green Dragon. It was several blocks away and out of an alleyway.
Stop telling on yourself, sandwiches.
I was basically saying y'all didn't.
I'm curious how he got this nickname, yet I'm not curious.
My middle name is the same as the sandwich.
The Reuben sandwich.
Yeah.
Got it. Alright.
Alright.
Carry on.
So you guys get to Sven's place. You see it looks like an old-style European castle. The really odd thing is there's current construction work going on.
This could be a problem. However, I'm really good at solving those. Give me a moment.
Is there like a construction company that is like obviously listed here? That's like they got a sign up saying.
There's a sign. I think they gave it some generic term last time it was investigated, so we'll just go with that for now because I haven't heard of one. Actually, Tony's Construction. Why not?
Yeah, oddly enough, Lewis, when y'all picked him up, he was actually yawning and masquerading as being human, yawning. Came out the alleyway looking carrying an energy drink.
I know this construction group.
They're
name's Tony.
They're a small town construction group.
Are they connected?
No.
That's fine. I just walk in like I own the place.
I like his style. I'll follow him.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right.
You get 2 steps in the door before you're greeted by 2 very large dogs. A Rottweiler and a Bull Mastiff.
Yeah.
You see when they growl, they don't seem to be very friendly towards you.
I look at the gangrel. I'm like, guys.
Kevin returned to David.
Blake will actually turn to one of them and in whispers say, "Be calm. We're friends."
One of them looks at you and cocks its head.
He'll actually put out his hand to sniff. He's not. He has the inoffensive to animal merit.
He's more gangrel than y'all are, damn it.
Are there any people around? I was actually going to do something before he started going off, but...
Well, there's 2 of them, so he's only talking to 1.
No, I mean, are there any people around?
Not that you see. No.
Okay.
By the way, sandwiches, roll your manipulation and animal can roll.
Alright, see then. Yay.
Because you're telling him to calm down, so that's technically kind of the command, considering they have they've been told otherwise.
So he's negating willpower. He's burning a willpower.
I don't know why that came to mind. Could it be that Tiger completely straight up failed his role?
I think
so. His only success was his willpower.
Was the willpower.
Yeah, it just kind of looks at you. They don't move.
I'm gonna shoot these dogs if you don't fucking come get them.
You hear a voice echo. You shoot them dogs and it'd be your life.
And who might you be?
Wow.
The current owner of the house.
And who might you be?
None of your fucking business. You're on my property.
I don't know. I don't know if it works that way today.
You see the shadows coalesce. You can see that Nosferatu is standing in front of you.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, God.
He doesn't look happy.
My name's Carmine. Carmine Santangelo.
He just looked at you. Call me Steve.
Oh, you what?
Steve.
Okay, Steve.
Excuse me, I wish to dispense with the pleasantries. You're impeding an investigation. Move.
You're on my property. Get out. As
He's
you
obviously
sit
a
down,
vampire.
You see the dog stand up.
Deformity and all. Or is this ST
He's a Nosferatu.
Okay, so he's not like obviously hiding his
No,
crap.
no.
Okay. I can
Just
understand
wanted
if it's your
to raise,
property,
boy.
but this is an investigation by the domain, so.
For what reason? He looks to you, since you're the one talking about investigation, official capacity.
Yeah.
I told him it wasn't going to work that way today.
I was informed this is the last place that the former prince's domain lived. We're here to look over the establishment.
It was. And then he
Mhm.
was killed, and it
Yep.
changed ownership.
That doesn't change me being able to go in here and poke around.
Yes, it does.
Is this personal domain officially recognized by the prince?
It's not, because I'm an independent.
Hmm.
Hey, hold on. Hey, where you going?
Oh, so then you have no official rights.
Yeah, which means I could kill all of you and leave your ashes.
That would be very, very bad for you to
Hold
try.
tight. You're an independent.
No, it's,
Okay. So what's to stop us from killing you?
Everybody should make a perception alertness.
Okie dokie.
That's a good idea.
At the very least, for Ransdale.
I failed. I'm not going to roll. I failed.
Woo! One success. Oh, two.
Okay, cool.
I don't scare.
So, for any
One
of you that
success.
Five
know,
successes.
for any of you that know Ransdale, he has a hard time genuinely ever smiling at you. Like, you can tell a lot of times he shows his teeth to be polite. He has a genuine smile on his face.
He's one of those cherry that gets off to shanking people. All right, I'm in good company.
Yeah.
So you're an independent, is what you're telling me.
yes.
So you're like a nobody.
I'm a nobody who owns this place outright.
On paper.
Call it trespassing.
Really? You're gonna call a cop? You think that's a good
Yeah,
idea?
they're already on the way. He looks at you.
I had so hoped that this could go much nicer.
You came onto my property, and then you're ordering me around like you fucking own the place.
I
Well,
do
you didn't
fucking
care to announce yourself.
You're on my
you were
property. You
walking.
didn't even bother to check, obviously.
Do you
just seen it
have
change
toleration by the prince?
hands. I'm here, aren't I?
Those are two different things, sir.
He's stalling, guys.
Yep.
I will
He
handle the
just
plea.
smiles.
Mr. Ransdale will text the prince and ask if there is a Nosferatu at Sven's house that he has given toleration.
There's a Nosferatu at Sven's house? Is the response you get.
Cool.
Ransdale will take a quick picture with his cell phone of the Nosferatu and send it to the prince. Has he been given right to stay?
I don't recognize him, but he could have been given permission by Lucinda.
Is there is this place fenced in, or is there a way around this incident?
Is what?
Blake's listening for sirens.
Is the place fenced in, or can we just walk around?
It's gated in. You guys
Okay.
literally had to go to the gate. It was open because of the construction crew.
Gotcha.
So I can see this Nosferatu?
Hold on, wait tight. Remember, guys, if we ice this dude, there's actual construction going on. Like, there's people here, right, Bill?
Yes.
Okay, we can't like kill him. That's
Yeah.
like extra masquerade breaky.
Why do you think he's standing where he is?
I can see him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You guys said you walked into the house.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
So?
If
we're already in.
we
Cool.
can, if
Yeah,
we can
you guys
see
are
each
already
other, then I will simply say freeze, dominate.
Cool.
Why
What's his
can't we be
willpower?
nice people?
What is
He doesn't want us to be nice people, apparently.
Fuck you, Bill, and your roadblocks.
Hey, you guys walked into a place without checking it out. You guys just automatically walked in thinking you owned the place.
I do own this motherfucker. Give
No,
me a
you
minute.
don't! Give me a
Extra
minute.
awesome.
He's about to.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Roll your charisma performance.
Performance.
No, not
Charisma
dominate.
and Tim.
If you're
His
using
def-
awe.
That's
What?
No, he's using dominate.
I'm
Oh,
using
he's
dominate.
Yeah, he's using Dominic. It's manipulation and
Command.
Tim.
Yeah,
Yes.
that-
Yeah, manipulation, intimidation.
Difficulty is low, probably.
Willpower
Yeah,
is
Oh, dick.
8. He's a
Well,
not
we'll wait
so
for
lucky.
BJ to get back.
They don't have nothing else.
Sorry, team. You said his willpower is 8.
8, yeah. How many dice you need?
Enchanting voice brings that difficulty down by 2, so it's diff 6,
6.
and I have 6
Okay.
dice.
There you go. Oh, oops. God damn,
Stuff
I'm gonna give you
happens.
another dice.
Damn.
Look at that. 3 successes.
Okay.
Yes, master.
Yes,
You need to be blown.
And what did you say exactly?
Freeze.
Freeze. Okay. He
he
stands there.
wasn't moving to begin with.
So I think 3 successes is like at least an hour or something.
Doesn't go specifically into time, but it says, yeah, it basically just means they act with greater vigor and for a longer duration. So, yeah.
So however long you want it to be, I don't care. I told him to freeze. He's probably not moving. I will look at everyone else. I will stay outside and I will deal with the police. You
Park
guys
alert.
figure out what to do with the dogs and continue investigating.
Park alert.
Everybody,
For everybody.
He'll look between Kevin and David. I assume you can deal with the dogs, and we'll push around.
All right, I have 6 dice.
Okay.
3 successes on perk alert.
2 for me.
Nice. Look at that. Jesus, go. Wow. Fuck, PJ. There you go. Jeez.
Well, he has awesome.
All the
Makes sense.
successes.
God, he was like, what?
2 successes.
What was that?
Everybody hears the cop sirens.
2 successes on the feral whispers. Get the dog under command. Get the dog to chill out. One of the dogs to chill out.
And I guess I'll go for the other one.
what kind of non-feral ass gangrel y'all? God damn it.
Just so I'm not misconstruing my position, like the new prince has to acknowledge any independents that are here because he's the new
Correct.
prince. So if this guy doesn't have anything, then I'm well within my
It's
right
like
to
society.
scourge.
1 second.
Make
You're alright.
this fate the pace.
Yes, you
Okay, just
guys are not doing anything wrong. I'm telling you that right now. But,
Police.
Yeah, they're police, whatever. That's cool. I just
Po-po.
wanted to make sure I wasn't messing up the genre that you have in place.
nope.
3 successes on getting the other dog that Blake
Damn.
or Lewis is not getting
They
to
both fall down.
chill the fuck out. To chill the fuck out.
You know what you have
They
done,
both calm
David?
down.
You have grabbed the balls of the other gangrel in the universe right quick and reaffirmed your animalness. Go team. You're big goats. He's now licking your nuts.
Didn't even need peanut butter.
Do we have gold dogs as ours now?
No, they
Is
don't
that a
become
thing
yours.
now?
No, they don't become yours.
Oh.
That depends on how far we take this fight. Is what happens.
Yeah.
Right.
They might be extra. Well, actually, what's really totally hilarious. Hey, Bill.
Hmm.
By your own universe rules, they would not be bloodbound to this individual because they couldn't be.
No, they're Gould. Difference.
As long as they're not bloodbound.
No, they're pure Gould. That's it. He never
They're
bloodbound
not
them.
even.
He just made them
They're not.
Ghouls.
Yeah, they're not bloodbound. So
You know what they
They're
are?
going to be loyal to the one who's been feeding them blood. That's the whole catch.
That can change. We got plenty of it.
Yeah.
Remember, Nosferatu blood is the one that can change you.
Bring it.
So these dogs are butt ugly.
He didn't say that. He said we could tell that they were Rotties.
You can tell one's a rot, one's a pit bull. Well, we'll last it.
All right, I'm testing out a Christmas present that just arrived. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Awesome.
I am Bill. I'm gonna walk up to the Nosferatu and I'll rifle through his pockets until I find his phone or phones, and I will take them.
Smart move.
I'm like, so I'm not staking this guy.
I'll take the roll.
Hey, old sheriff. The
But
guy
I'm
who
gonna,
makes that choice.
I will move towards the police.
What are you gonna do, Bagman?
Oh, technically this is my jurisdiction. I will come back and handle him.
They're cops. Like, what do you know from cops?
What do I know from cops? That I tell them what to do and they'll do it. I'll work it out from there.
You need backup, Bagman. You good?
You are certainly welcome to come if you wish, but I believe I will be sufficient.
I don't know what half the shit he says means. Is that English?
If you want to go, go. He's not going to stop you, but
There
he'll
you
be
go.
alright by
Why the
himself.
fuck didn't he say that then?
Because he's a fucking Tremere.
Mr. Ransdell walks outside.
Okay.
Shuffling after this fucking guy. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
You guys both encounter the police with guns drawn.
Can we help you, officers? We're not black.
Ransdale is 100% black.
Oh my
God
god!
damn it. He just died. Thanks, PJ. This is the one time being black's not a good idea.
He's not even just black. He's like from Haiti off the boat black.
He's so black it hurts.
He's the Haitian super
Like he
dog.
absorbs the light.
He's so black. He's so big and black. We can just call him Evening.
All right, what I missed?
We're discussing Rindenfield's
Hate
blackness.
crime. Hate crime about to go down.
Discussing a Tremere's blackness. All right.
Well,
His
there are
blackness is
strange things that go
confirmed.
on.
I never got one soul shake, not one piece of chicken, no indication he was a brother. I'm mad.
Maybe you missed the grape Kool-Aid.
There was no damn Kool-Aid. I'd have known I could sense that shit. They teach you that in first grade.
Marcus, you have to go back and rewatch all the scenes we've been in. I've been eating a watermelon slice the whole time.
Subtext. Subtext. Nobody's ready for that.
For years, I should be able to detect this shit.
I know, right? You weren't at the meeting. This is ridiculous. Black Gamer meeting was held, and you did not make me aware that you was gonna play a brother. I'm mad. So anyway, these cops got pistols. Yeah, we got to die. Let's do this. I'm like, ah!
To take the dogs away from the Nosferatu, you either have to kill the Nosferatu or somehow convince the dogs to take your blood.
Take my blood, doggy. Put your hand. Do something smart. Hurry up.
Burning a willpower because I can. I have that luxury.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I think I know what he's doing.
One success. This is probably going to be a extended stick.
By the way, for the two trying to steal the dogs, what is your nature?
Ooh.
Survivor.
Yeah, the only one that
Architect
came
and demeanor is chameleon.
What's your nature?
Architect.
I'm building a ghoul horde with my architecture. Haha. Rules as written. Sorry.
I've been getting one success as I'm slowly trying to convince this thing to come with take the blood.
3 successes from me with the willpower to convince the pit bull to drink my blood.
Please suck my blood, blade.
Mom feels the suck of my blood.
Lick my hand, bitch. Do it.
Come with us, doggy.
The problem is they won't act against their nature, and it's not something they do. He's probably had to hide it in their food.
Where's their food bowl?
They're still ghouls. I mean, they still eat normally. They're dogs, after all.
Where's their Blake's like?
Well, that would require going to the building. Which what is the situation right now? Since I missed.
Okay. Sandwiches and Tiger are trying to steal the ghoul dogs. Mr. Ransdell and Carmine are currently being held at gunpoint by the police. That's where the whole blackness of Mr. Ransdell came into question.
Okay, so the cops are outside arresting them.
Not arresting yet.
Okay,
They're just being held at gunpoint because they got notified that there were people breaking into a house.
Okay.
All right, so what's up? What's up with our scene? Let's do this right quick.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. All right, they look at you. Y'all live here?
Oh, no, but can I have a card? If I could reach to my card, maybe a little bit.
Very carefully.
No problem no problem.
You can see a couple
let me roll
more cop cars
bullshit.
pull up.
5 more cop cars pull up?
Couple more.
This is bullshit. I know why it happened. It's all
I think we know why we put them out front to deal with the cops.
Yeah. Like,
Edward, what are you doing while these two are trying to steal the dogs?
The dogs are still being held by the Nosferatu, who is currently interacting with them, correct?
No, he's currently frozen, as was...
Oh, yeah, that's right, and he's... yeah.
I mean, he can talk and stuff, but he just can't do anything.
Cool. Well, fuck. Well, they're handling the dogs.
Yeah,
And
they're handling the dogs. He's only frozen for a short time more, so I'd recommend whatever you're doing, up to it.
Right. Well, I'll just step out of sight, out of mind of the Nosferatu and steal a play out of his playbook. You can't see me, bitch.
Okay. I just need to know what you guys are doing while they're dealing with the cops.
And proceed to do what we came here to do.
Okay.
Lewis is going to try and find where these dogs are being fed.
Hey, look,
we have a short window of operation.
And feed and water the dogs, and his chosen dog, and with the point with some of his blood.
They just look at the they look at you. They're not hungry.
Aww.
I'm not gonna make it easy. Y'all want to steal dogs from a Nosferatu, you gotta be a lot more cunning than that.
I'm dealing with the damn police. Y'all better steal a fucking dog. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, hey, Will.
Yes.
With my underworld influence of 5, which you can't get no more dots in that. I'm just saying. Well, do I have a get out of jail free card kind of sort of thing happening?
You know somebody that would. You know somebody that would make sure that you didn't see any jail time. Yes.
Okay. Can I pass them along that name and that number?
No, as long as you do it very carefully. Yeah.
I was like, hey, over here, my right breast, my jacket pocket here. There's a name. I want you to look at that name and read it.
You see him nod to one of the other officers who walks up, cautiously watches you both. Yeah, there are now several guns drawn on both. And the cop reaches into the pocket you recommended, looks at it, looks at the name, he kind of looks curiously, walks over to the sergeant, hands the sergeant the card. You see the sergeant look at the card. You can go. He looks at you.
Oh, just me?
Only works for you.
Only works for me. Can we maybe negotiate something, Ray? Maybe we can have
As long as you, we'll leave it at this. As long as you both leave the property, this never happened.
You guys. Sergeant Wanowski will be speaking later.
They look between the two of you. He nods to the officers. They put their guns away. But they're still watching you, hands on the guns.
Cool. We will leave. We will use stealth and hide and wait till they fucking drive away and then go back in the building.
Well, unfortunately, as you guys leave, you see several officers start walking up onto the property.
Well, fuck me, running.
You knew they were going to check. Come on.
No, I didn't. I don't know shit. I'm not psychic.
They're gonna sweep the building and look for the rest of the group.
Yep.
Bill?
Let the dogs out.
Bill, I love you. Side chat.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me. Can I do something, Bill?
Sure.
I look at the sergeant. I'm like, hey, there's really nothing else to see here. Can you tell your men to leave? And then I dominate them.
Fuck me.
Tell your men to leave.
All the dominate. All the dominate.
How much dominate is being slung? These poor motherfuckers.
Enough.
Bill, can you roll me 6 dice and tell me his willpower?
No, if he's immortal, he's probably got only like 4 or 3.
Actually, he's a little higher. He's a sergeant. He's been around a while. So we'll make it 5.
Sure, that makes me diff 3. Roll it.
6 dice?
Yep, 6 dice, diff 3.
No, you still get enough.
I would say 4's enough, yeah.
Yeah.
No. We're good. We're
He
good.
looks at the other officers as they start walking. There's nothing else. Let's go, guys. They kind of look at you. Are you sure, Sergeant?
Yay!
Yeah, come on, let's go. Alright. They get back in their cars, they drive off.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Right?
Mr. Carmine, you seemed like you had things well in hand and didn't want to trample on what you were doing.
Leave with that shit.
Look, soul brother. How about you? Whatever. How about you next time? Lead with that.
Are you not a venturer? I assume that you also have the powers of dominate.
The fuck would I learn dominate from a crook from New Jersey?
Why not?
Mr. Ransdale.
While they're conversating, I'm just kind of investigating around the building. I'm not sure exactly what we're supposed to look for. But...
Essentially, what I wanted us to do is, all bajillion of us make one big search roll. We look the place over.
But unfortunately, you guys are busy, so he's...
And I'm not up to speed on what's going on, so...
Yeah, so he's just going to look and...
Yeah, Lewis made friends with his Rottweiler.
I'll spend a will power to this.
How much power we talking, Will?
Oh, I don't know.
Tiger, if you want to roll to see if you can convince the other dog to eat.
I'm so happy about my life. 3 successes.
I've always wanted a pit bull, so if I can...
Hey, why not? What the fuck?
I have a Rottweiler.
I will also burn a willpower.
Okay.
'Cause,
Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
I burned one in this roll too, so that's technically 4.
Okay. I see. You find a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, you don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, I know.
Bill, I think I convinced this dog to eat the food
Yes,
with my
you-
blood in it.
Oh,
Just,
Jesus Christ! It started feeding like crazy. Acting like it
I'm
ain't
just-
eaten in weeks.
Just
Just ate
give
the
me a
stop it.
lowdown of what I find,
gonna
and
stop
I'll
it
I'll
before
try
it
and
gets-
determine what seems important, I guess.
I'm gonna stop it before it like eats so much and vomits or whatever.
Mine's probably do the same
We
thing.
return as soon as possible.
Okay.
Me and David have friends.
Rainsdale, we gotta do that more often. You know how much ammo you'll save me?
Well, I suppose that I can use more dominate. However, I feel that you should also procure this so that you don't have to worry about needing me all the time.
I was just gonna shoot him. But okay. So we get back.
Okay. You see, the Gangrel and the Tremere have made some new friends.
So this gang, this Nazi, what are we gonna do with this guy?
What kind of stuff did I see when I was just cursory poking around the place while I was waiting for that situation to resolve itself?
Facebook show.
Oh, sorry. Facebook has been acting up, so I'll try and see if I can get it on my phone.
Yeah, I know. It was acting goofy for me. Julia sent me a message earlier.
Can we have the dogs eat the Nosferatu?
High or low, PJ? Oh, shit.
Oh, really?
Well, I guess I'll roll back up to where they're hanging out at now. In Obfuscate. Because I don't know if the Nosferatu dude's going to be a dick any further.
Hey, y'all would be the same way if somebody came rolling up in your house.
Right now.
Well, no, I'm
We're legal.
so I just got lost.
Claiming they're legal. You don't know shit about you.
You know what he is? Frozen. Know what he should have been? Nicer.
You're going to start singing Let It Go?
Alright, PJ, high or low?
Oh, what am I high or low? I don't care.
High or low?
Oh, high. I don't care.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. I'm rolling a different die. Fuck that.
Hey, we got.
Lucky
So
you.
it's a tie?
Still frozen.
I was going to address that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to try to, like, stake this dude.
That works.
I'm going to blood up.
Okay. Well,
Nah, yeah, I'm so cool.
Well, here's the deal. Do we even really need to? Can't we just be like,
Well, we won't have to redominate him.
okay.
it would have to be a constant thing.
And this is legit, because he's an independent. So fuck it.
Who the prince doesn't fucking know about.
Or I just
And if Captain Independent was smart, he would know the prince position existed before the Camarilla, so he really should have done that.
Who just let this dude slide up in this motherfucker?
You don't know.
We don't know, but the Scourge is doing his job, as described in the book.
He
You
is
gonna go see the prince, bitch.
We'll take your unconscious ass to the friends. We're gonna take your shit.
So,
Take your dog, it's gonna take your house.
yeah, somebody roll staking for me.
Dishonor on your cow.
Yeah, what dice do you need?
I'm blooding up, and then I will have 12 dice.
Jesus Christ.
His bag is amazing, dude. That's why he's a bag man. I think dice just happened.
Yeah, because he can't even. I'm not even gonna bother.
You know dodge. Do I get the stake?
Yeah, you stake him.
Cool. All right, I picked
You only need 3 successes, and it's like diff 8, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And he can't even dodge, so it's pretty much just he's standing there and you stake him.
By the way, out of character, I'm putting this on the rumor board. Independents that don't say what's up to the prince get staked.
Right.
That shouldn't even be a rumor. That should be an established fact
But it's
of
not,
operation.
though. Independent motherfuckers about to learn what time it is.
Game
Sorry.
time, Miller
Hey,
time.
if you guys haven't gone through and
Time.
seen my character song for Ransdale is Warren G Regulators. So
It was a clean black night. A clear black moon. Sorry.
Bill.
It's the 90s, bitches.
Bill, what's the spec on these dogs?
That's an after game thing.
Yeah, don't worry about that right now.
Now, here's what we are looking for. He goes, Bagman, Hunter, we know what we're looking for, right?
Nope, because
Out
Hunter
of
looks confused as he
character,
comes back.
this was on the tape.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Remember?
stupid.
The text file, people.
Okay.
Run that back.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah, I'm good now.
What we're looking for is the signs, any signs of the previous owner. Nazi boy might have took it up, but the guy stayed here before him. That guy got took. If he got took anywhere, it was here. Because nowhere else was he alone. We got a character, you told us that. That's like known.
Mm-hmm.
The dude was basically so fucking full of uberage that he didn't have no bodyguards or nothing. If he was here, he was by his dammy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's basically what Bill said, right, Bill?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like not a hidden, not a character thing. That's everybody knew that about this guy.
Yeah, everybody knew that he was not afraid to go anywhere on the game.
All right, so what
So
we're
we're
gonna
doing
do is,
cold case, looking for signs of struggle and abduction.
okay. So now my character has an investigation of 4, with a specialty in forensics. So are we all group rolling investigation? Or are we all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Investigation? Yeah.
I will roll my.
4 successes from over here.
Mr. Ransdale's not helping in the search.
Okay, what's he doing?
I am going into part of the house, anywhere. Like, I'm specifically looking for where he looks like he slept, and also like or where he had his axe. And I am activating Eyes of the Past.
Okay.
So, yeah. 10 dice at the increased difficulty is diff 8.
That's far along. Okay. 10 dice.
Take your shirt off. Put on your long socks.
I like teamwork. Work rolls.
1 success.
Hey, it means it worked. I only need the 1. And then Eyes of the Pasting for like from when it was announced he's gone missing, like a day or 2 before it, and I'll just be fast forwarding time to see if and when there was a struggle here.
Where you're standing? No, there was no struggle.
Okay. Then I'll move. I'll move to the front room. You can go ahead and like tell them what they find or whatever. But I'm moving to the front room then, in case to see if he was like jacked right when he got home.
Okay. And Marcus, how many did you get on your roll?
And is this considered forensic specialty?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the difficulty?
Just do a generic roll for now, and because you guys are pulling your resources to do a teamwork investigation.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you go. Jesus Christ, y'all got enough. Yeah. So, anyone remember out of character what they're looking for? Signs of a struggle ain't gonna help because there's construction going on all over the place.
Yeah. Marcus?
I'll wait. The reason is because the one, sandwiches. You were there when the guy who proposed this originally actually proposed this. So if you want to make like a memory check, you can, because your character would know. Just because you don't know, doesn't mean your character doesn't.
That's true. So do you want to roll an intel check to see if you can remember what you were looking for?
2?
I would roll
2,
willpower.
6?
2 successes. All right. 2 successes means you'd remember. Quick, Marcus, what you trying to remember?
I have no idea, but it's important.
What?
I'm just playing. No, this was the place that, as far as we know, Sven was here when he got jacked. We know that. But we don't know how he got jacked or where he got jacked from, and we also don't know where the axe is currently. We don't know where any of that is. So, searching the place for those things.
We're searching for clues of his jacking and where the axe left.
I think that's what we're looking for. I could be wrong.
But like I said, the major problem is that with all the construction going on, things have been relocated. And now that you know there was someone else, at least within the house, things.
Well, we're looking for any hidden places that weren't found. Anything hidden in the place.
Let's go with with the track record of these kinds of scenes. Look for any hidden places that could be construed as a panic room. Anything.
No, but you do find in the library there's a hidden room. Well, more like a hidden stairwell.
What's in the stairwell?
It leads down.
Go down the stairwell.
Damn you, Bill, and your logic.
Go down the stairwell with my new dog.
Okay, he seems to know where he's going.
Okay. I'll follow him.
Follow.
Okay.
We're done. We'll go.
You're dumb. You don't have obfuscate and you're following him.
I have fortitude. I'll just take it like a champ.
Yeah, fuck you.
I got an 11 die soak, bitch. I ain't scared of nothing.
You see them walking a certain path. You guys do finally, when you descend down the stairs, come into the sewer.
So again, there was a lot of static from the opposite end of the line now.
Come into the sewer. Guess whose domain you just entered?
Wait, Nazi-land?
I'm backing out.
Wait, Sven was down with the Nosferatu?
The dogs seem to keep walking.
I'm gonna follow the dog, but I'm gonna be like stealthily about this, so I need to roll my stealth check now.
I do not go into the sewer.
Rainsdale. Oh.
He's busy checking the house.
Oh yeah. So.
So
fuck you. Let's go.
Can you give me the dice again, Bill?
Yeah.
That's not on stealth.
We don't know how. This would be how they could have got in.
You actually failed it. No, that's a botch.
No, that's a fail.
Oh, is it a fail? Oh yeah, your difficulty's reduced. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't cast it in the front room.
Yeah, you're like, fuck.
I will go. I don't have. I mean, this is farther than anybody's ever gotten, as far as I know. So I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm in ninja mode, but I'm not Nosferatu on this.
Okay.
Right.
Anybody else gonna roll stealth, or they just
I got it.
Want me to roll stealth while I'm in Afu? For purposes.
If you're an ob, no, you don't need to.
Okay, cool.
So I only have 7 dice for this. Is this considered urban?
No, it's the sewers.
So no. Okay. So 7 dice.
You're using Cloak of Shadows or Unseen Presence, by the way.
Second dot.
Okay. Oh shit.
You're gonna have to roll a. Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. You're fine for now. You're good.
Until
following this.
Character speaks, attacks, or otherwise. Okay, yeah, you're fine. So as long as you don't draw attention. Unfortunately, your 2 friends, the 4-legged ones, will draw attention.
To themselves.
Does Kevin have a pistol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin also has some nice knuckle dusters.
I have an AK.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah. By the way, if Blake would have given those back with
You gotta
some
find a
upgrades.
Rottweiler, man. That's just.
Well, I haven't gotten to meet you in character yet, so I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
that he hasn't yet.
Hey, Bill?
Yeah.
Can I text the prince for the Nosferatu Primogen's contact info?
I was about to do that. Great on you. You are doing good.
And he just disappeared.
I try out.
But he's been busy in the other room, so he wouldn't know. Kevin, you would actually be the only one to know that you went into the Nosferatu area. Remember, Mr. Ransdale's been checking the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll send that. I'll send that text out that he that there is the independent Nosferatu that we are following up an investigation, and he may have gone down, and we're just wondering if the Primogen is aware of this Nos. I'm gonna assume not, since the prince wasn't, but
it's a Nosferatu.
yeah.
You know how the Nazis are.
Yeah, clan first.
You get a text back from an unknown number. We were aware of him, but no, he was not an officially recognized member of the clan.
Wow, the Nazis are like, yeah, we have signal, bitch. Deal with it.
Cool. We're currently investigating something around the house. I don't mean to intrude in your domain, but if you do, could you please inform us first before we...
Where are you at?
Well, I'm following with the rest of them down below the house, so...
Which house? He's responding.
Give the address.
No, our domain doesn't go that far.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh? What the fuck happened, huh?
Figured I'd make sure. Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the fucking Nos Warrens. Fuck that shit.
Where the hell are we then? If out of character we ain't. Anyway,
We're
Underneath Sven's house.
Sven is some dirty motherfucking shit then. I guess he wasn't scared. He never stay here.
As you follow the dogs, they get to a door. You see them just, one of them just kind of nudges it. It opens up. You see a tech geek's dream. Desk with sea of monitors.
Just like the last dude's house?
Yeah.
The dude?
Yeah.
What do they show? Is it the house, the grounds of the house, or?
They show the grounds of the house. They show various other locations within the city. Obviously, he was specifically watching certain areas.
Sorry for the technical difficulty, guys.
It's all good.
But no,
Do I have the Nosferatu Primogen's number?
You wouldn't know that they actually went into the sewer. You're busy checking
That's
the
not why
house.
I'm calling the prince.
Ah, okay.
That's why I'm calling the Nosferatu.
Yeah, the prince gives you the Nosferatu's number.
Cool. Just tell me when I can get a hold of him.
Is there a person down here?
Nope.
So you say he? So what's here?
A sea of computers like the other place.
Yep, with screens showing the grounds around the
compound that you're currently underneath.
Is there
And several other locations in Minneapolis.
What other locations?
You can actually see one that is showing the current wreckage of Sanctuary. You can see one focused on the Rose. Where else was it?
Is it every Elysium?
No. Warehouse 13 is not shown, and the other one I have, the box, is not shown. You see him watching a motel. No, it's not the Wolfpack motel.
What was the hotel again?
I said it's not the Wolfpack. This one, you can't tell. You know it's a motel by the design, but
damn it, that guy's dead. He doesn't know. Yeah, this guy doesn't know that.
What's going on?
No, I'm just telling them what they see on the computer screen.
By the camera angles, if we
Okay.
showed up at these places, could we be able to tell where the camera is positioned at?
Yeah,
Okay.
easily.
Does the motel have a name from what we can see from the camera angle?
Not from what you can see. It looks like he's purposely zoomed in on a room number.
What's the room number?
13.
Okay.
Whose setup is this? Is there?
Give an intelligence check if you want to figure it out.
Okay. Intelligence plus what? I got investigation. Does that help?
You can do an intelligence investigation.
I'll do that. Sure. I got numbers. Why not? Intelligence is 2. Investigation is 4. Forensics will not help. I understand. I will roll 6 dice.
No, this is pure just thinking.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I mean, you can roll in, like I said, you can roll investigation because if you're looking
No,
at
I messed up. I didn't clear up first.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
we
what I
don't
got.
see the dice, so it doesn't matter.
You don't see my dice?
No, we haven't seen your dice at all.
Bro, your camera's off, dude.
Okay, hold on, let me turn it back on then. Let me see here.
Yeah, I mean, even if you
I
cover
have
up
as
the camera.
Is there anything in particular on the Rose and Sanctuary that's
I got
focused in on?
5, 6, 7, 4, 9, 6.
That's enough to be able to figure out the Nosferatu you guys just staked. That's his property. You're in his domain.
So all this is stuff that he added in.
That's a little
This is all
weird.
stuff he had, yes.
Is there any place specific on the Rose and Sanctuary it's focused in on?
Nope. It's just focusing on the front door. And what's left of the front door of the sanctuary, which is basically just burned out rubble.
Is there any particular tapes that he's like marked other than dates and times and
a journal,
no
perhaps?
tapes at all.
No
And
tapes.
no journal.
Recording shit.
Is it recorded there on the computers itself? Actually, I'll drop obfuscate and then ask that question because I'm going to have to interface with the computer now.
Intelligence computers.
Ah, shit.
I got 3 dice.
I got 3 dice as well.
I have 3 dice. Let's do this.
We all can't be on the same damn keyboard, so there's only one
Fuck,
keyboard.
we can't have anything Criminal Minds or NCIS, whichever one it was.
Well, if y'all are gonna butt hug me each other just to get to the keyboard.
I only got 3 dice. Anybody got more than that?
I've only got 3 dice. Well, what about if we have one person doing the keystroking while we have all of us sitting here pulling our pretend knowledge together?
I guess it would be good to have the guy with technomancy downstairs.
But you know where you're not?
You're not.
I was gonna say, but you know where you're not? Downstairs.
We need the techno nerd.
Well, I would have to know he has such abilities to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my
problem. None of y'all know that.
Will. Here's my question. Okay, so we came downstairs. The dogs came straight here. They came straight here because they've been here like a bajillion times. We got that.
That should have been your first clue as to who it belonged to.
Who belonged to? But there's nothing here that shows. So this had to always have been here, doesn't it?
It would lead you to believe, yes, this has been here a long time.
So this whole time Sven was living above some NOS and didn't know he was here?
How do you know he didn't know he was there?
Well, it shows what happens.
The problem is you guys can't ask any questions of the one person who could answer that question because somebody staked him.
Yeah, I've got him.
Well, at least he's apprehended for questioning later.
But
handle that.
Does the Nosferatu answer his phone?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to say one of your rolls finally succeeded, and you managed to see that it looks like he was specifically he was where was he? In the greenhouse area. You're not sure why, but he was standing there when it looked like shadows just seemed to take him.
Oh, we know.
Okay.
Can I make a spot lore check?
Like after time, like the shadows disperse and he's just gone?
Yes. After time, the shadows disperse and he's gone. Axe and all.
Sweet. Okay.
So we still don't know how... Wait a second.
You guys don't know this. Hold on.
No.
Oh, I thought that was on the tape computer. Sorry.
No. Nothing is on the... if you guys do your roll, I'm going to tell you right now, the inside of the house is not monitored.
Okay. Balls.
So,
Okay.
Bill, does the NOS permit answer?
Yes.
Well,
Can I help you?
Yes. Do you know? Do you have a clanmate that you know by the name of Steve?
You're the second person to ask us that in a matter of minutes.
So is that a yes or a no?
That would be a no.
Okay.
I mean, we are aware of him, but he's not part of our. He's not recognized as part of the clan.
Very good. So I was just checking to see if, after interrogation, if you wished for him to be remanded into your custody, or if you just wanted me to eliminate him.
We would prefer that you bring him to us.
Well, that can be arranged, of course, for not destroying someone who has broken the traditions. We should consider a boon of some nature.
What traditions has he broken?
A hospitality. He was in the domain without revealing himself to the prince, and availing himself of the of a lodging that was in the prince's domain, claiming it as his own. My job as Scourge is to eliminate people who do not do that, who do not avail themselves of the proper traditions.
Very well. We'll owe you, Boo.
Very good. We can discuss the nature after he has been
Delivered.
reprimanded, and we have investigated him, and obviously he needs to see the prince.
Understood.
Thank you for your
We'll
time.
be
Goodbye.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys thought me to do something useful. I'm extorting boons.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you guys check the computer, it seems like most of the time he's focused on all the locations that you see. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing about no axe action is up in here.
Not that you can see, no.
Where did he keep the damn thing?
You check and well, you guys are in the. Remember, you guys are now in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In the Nazis' territory. In the upper domain.
We got like a bajillion successes. I'm saying.
Yeah, in the upper domain, you would have found out that he kept the axe right by where he slept. You would have seen the notch in the floor because his axe has a skull splitter on the top of it.
Okay, so he understands. So how did?
But I know that it was taken when he was taken.
Yes, you know it was taken when he was taken, but they know where he would rest it at, during the day when he slept, which you would have seen when you went into his sleeping area.
So this guy had 24/7 surveillance on everything but himself, because why would he have cameras in there on himself? So, because he knew what he was doing.
Exactly.
So, this guy and this Nas were in cahoots. So, the only person...
That would be a reasonable explanation for why there are no cameras from the Nas inside the house. Because that would mean they'd had to have worked out some kind of deal where, as long as you don't watch me and keep an eye on my compound, I won't bother,
So this NOS was his domain security.
Correct.
Okay, so, I mean, that's obvious leap in logic right there, right, guys?
Yes.
Perfectly
logic. I mean, from what you can see, from all the monitors and everything, and what you've been able to determine, that explains why he says it was his house, too. Although, obviously he didn't live there.
No, but he did consider it his house. So...
Here's the real question. Who hired the company to do the work?
That's not something. Can we find that out right quick? I mean, paperwork laying around?
Is that a thing?
Here's the fun thing. There's nothing about the construction company on the computers that you're currently messing with.
Well, then the NOS possibly didn't do it, or it seems that would be the case.
I mean, considering it was a hidden area that you uncovered, they probably don't even know it exists.
But the rest of the house, they were working on it, and just nobody knows who these are. This is Tony's. Are they on the internet? Can we phone check them?
Yeah.
With the internets?
You can even check online. They are a construction company. They're a local construction company. They do odd jobs.
What are their business hours?
Usually during the day. But it does
I'm
say
going to
they
text the
take...
guys downstairs and let them know that I finished my investigation upstairs.
Okay.
Cool. You guys keep perusing down here. I'll follow up on that. I'll come back upstairs.
All right, so
Okay.
the main thing that I'm concerned about is my concern personally. I don't have any superpowers and or skills to actually do this. So I'm trying to figure out how I could find out. Like, where did the axe go next? It's like, how do we find that? That's my thing.
You don't know. You just
Who's
know
got it
that.
now?
Kevin, you don't know. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
The
nobody knows.
rumors last heard is that Jade had it, or the person impersonating Jade had it.
Those were the last confirmed reports of the axe's actual visibly being seen.
So where did we? So,
And that was after Sven disappeared.
okay. So after
But
Sven
you found out that...
so there's nothing that anybody knows about the axe between now and when Sven lost it.
Yep.
No. Yeah, that's pretty much
Especially
correct.
on
Yeah.
30th.
No one knows anything about what happened in between that.
And it wasn't recovered when the fake Jade was found out.
Correct.
Where was she
Axe has
staying?
literally disappeared. No one knows that. The most you could go is to the place where Jade stayed, the known Jade stayed. You would assume if they're going to impersonate Jade, they would try and do everything within their power to make that as close to it as possible. So they would, stay in the house, so on and so forth.
What about this place you guys found her?
He would be asking just David and Blake.
Happy Fun Time Toys?
Just saying.
I don't know about that, considering we do need to look into that, because that was where we when and where we found her was kind of fishy.
No. Work backwards with me. Work backwards with me.
Okay.
So, Jade was found at this Happy Fun Time Toy place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You heard about it some kind of magical way. I don't even know about it, but you heard about it, right?
Right.
Heard about
Right.
exactly where she was and all that. So my
Right.
question is this: what we have here is a small issue with Link. Now, the axe disappeared. Okay, Jade supposedly is the one that had it. Jade was also taken. What is the connection between the axe and Jade?
Oh.
When Kevin comes upstairs, Mr. Angela says that he's through with his investigation and ready to move to another point of interest.
Okay, I think we're working on that because we didn't find anything downstairs. But we found a bank of computers, but nothing that really helps our investigation other
When
than...
Sven was taken, he was in the green room, and when he was in that room, he was taken in a flurry of shadows, and then when the shadows were gone, so was Sven. When Sven left, he had his axe with him.
Survival!
Out of character, do we ever find out what Lucien, and we still have to do the Jonas Lucien thing, Bill?
Yes.
Bill?
I have Sabat Survivor, so -2 on the diff.
I got success on an intelligence check to try and piece what Carmine's trying to say together.
Basically, what he's saying is, where the hell's the axe? How did it get from Sven's possession back to Jade? I mean, the most that is known.
What's the chain? What's the chain? Where did it? How did
Where's
it?
the chain? How to go from being once in Sven's possession to however it got back into the
Out of character
visual world
sandwiches,
of
your
the
character knows that the dude we picked up was a Lasombra.
Yes.
There is this one dude we picked up a while back he was a Los Sombra masquerading as an independent venturer that had the same type of setup as this. Well, the layout of his underground lair, which is kind of creepy because he had fire. We don't do fire.
Can Mr. Ransdale back his vehicle, into a garage?
Sure, the construction workers that are there aren't paying attention. They figure you're here for a reason. So
There are ones.
You ain't messing with them, so they ain't messing with you.
There They're actively in the garage.
No, no.
Okay, well, back into the garage. Assuming there are no construction workers in there, I'll bring out the staked body of the Nos and put him in my trunk.
Okay.
When I put him in my trunk, I take a length of rope and tie the stake to his chest, so it's tied down into his chest.
Someone does that. Good. Okay. Amazing how many people just throw the staked body into a trunk, and I'm like,
I wonder why it pops out.
Right.
You open that
Talk
trunk
about-
door, and guess what? You're
Talk
getting
about
fed.
riding dirty.
Mr. Ransdale may not be new to this whole capture and murder business.
Yeah.
So my thing is, yeah. So where's that guy?
And last time I checked was with Jonas and Lucinda.
Jonas.
Her, Lucinda's super thug.
Archon. You would have known what he was. Archon.
Same thing.
Archon.
But super thug.
He's crack.
Mr. Ransdale texts everyone to get in the vehicle.
On the Sabat lore check, is it safe to say that it's like the buzzers for La Sombra are going off?
Yes. Hardcore Lasombra.
Yeah, but you'd have to be an Elder Lasombra to like shadow step with him. But
Yeah.
he could also have been a Lasombra with like maxed out obfuscate and just cloaked him and brought him with him too.
Yeah, remember when Mr. Ransdale, here's the catch. Mr. Ransdale would only see what's going on in that room.
Yeah, for sure.
So if he left the room still in cloaked, holding on to Sven, once he left the room, that's when Mr. Ransdale will lose the view.
Absolutely.
Right.
So he could have just obfuscated, used the cloak to cloak him and then Sven, walked out of the room, and then did whatever.
So can we get up with Jonas?
And
I have his number. I can call him.
Okay, yeah. Let's head back up once I figure out how to pull any data off the computer here. That might be useful.
Do you try?
That depends how much data is here. That's gonna be a lot of shit.
I
hope you brought a hard drive, dude.
Try and.
You know what would be easier than pulling it off computer?
Taking the computer.
Take the hard drive out of the towers.
I'm taking. I'm gonna try and take the. I'm gonna grab the towers because fuck the head. I don't have that much technology to pull and patience.
Did you
How
unplug
much
him?
technology did you have?
None. He's gonna
I don't have
the towers.
technology, but I have computers, and I assume with computers you know how to like put together a computer.
Yeah, with at least one, the power button does this. I can surf the internet. I know how to do this. Basic stuff.
Two get you a little more, 3 obviously more.
3
Do you have any
means you can
computers?
actually do your own computer programs. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to unplug the towers from the outlet and grab them. And
Stamina check.
God.
See how I didn't touch him?
3 successes.
Congratulations, you only take 1 point of shocking damage.
I come back downstairs and see him pulling
However,
the,
you
the
see the
tower.
hard drives is now all smoking.
Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
So
You're fucking with the Nosferatu. Their specialty
Yeah.
is information. Do you think they're not going to have ways to protect it in case someone tries to do just what you did?
Fucking asshole.
No.
And
fucking
claws go straight through the computer tower that shocked him.
I face palm.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I don't point the AK at that guy. I do point the AK at that guy and tell him that I'm switching it to the full automatic fire mode.
Okay.
If you hit something else, I'm gonna pull the trigger. Go beast against my gun.
Are
Let's
there
see who wins.
any salvageable towers left?
Don't touch shit.
Can somebody that knows how to deal with technology come get these, please?
Up the stairs. Up the
A
stairs.
quick look. I'm gonna make it easy for you. A quick look. It fried all of them.
Fuck me.
So I'm like,
Well,
Rainsdale,
we still have one person who knows what's on there.
don't bring that guy ever again.
At
So
least
we're
don't bring him
probably
and let him
dealing with a
touch the
Lasombra.
Well, what? The Spanish guys?
Yeah.
One of them shadow fuckers?
Yep.
Why is that the track record with us now?
Oh, there's a track record? What do you mean?
We already apprehended El Sombra and brought him over to Lucinda before.
And he's still in the custody of the domain.
Yes, I believe so.
That's where our next clue is.
Marcus has to go, so when y'all find out something cool, remember I brought y'all asses here.
Alright, Michael.
He ain't got y'all food. I'm extra awesome.
So let's get out of here. We got all that we can get out of here. That glare at Blake 2.0.
I'm not gonna shoot him in the face, but the AK is still pointed at him.
He's not doing anything. He's just glaring at the freaking computer.
Walk. You and your mutt and go.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
So we'll go
You
back
guys-
upstairs to meet with Rensdale.
Yeah, so I gotta go, guys. You guys have fun. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alright, Marcus, no problem.
Alright. I'm assuming the doggy's following me.
Yes. You
Okay.
guys have officially started your ghouling of the dog, so.
Yay.
Mr. Ransdale like stares at you guys and is like, "What are you doing?"
This fucker doesn't know how to fuck with computers.
Yet he's the one who grabbed it first.
He grabbed it. Well, I don't know he grabbed it. It's like, all I know is he touched something and he fried the entire bank.
No, that's unfortunate.
How do you even do that? Just touching it, you shouldn't fucking destroy it.
Next time, you guys should let me handle something of that nature, as I can psychically link with computers.
I'll keep that in mind next time.
Yeah. I mean,
However, I wasn't
I
referring
didn't know
to
that.
I was referring to the dogs that you want to do something with, and they're not going in my car.
Sure, you can tell him to stay here and pick him up later.
Can I give the dog directions to my bike?
Well, what's he gonna do? Drive it?
You're gonna carry a dog when you're driving a bike. What the fuck? It's a Rottweiler, it's not like a fucking Chihuahua.
Sounds like Blake needs to get a sidecar.
Yeah. Go
Dog goggles!
Give him directions to the bike. Sure you can, but what's he gonna do? Go to it and stare?
Give him directions. Directions to X location and.
It's on it?
Yeah, it's mine, bitch.
I'm just going to PM you where he's going to give it. Give him.
So just leave him
tell
at
you
the
right
bike
now,
and then come.
Think about this very carefully. You're telling a ghoul to dog to walk out on the street. Mind you, he's been a ghoul to a Nosferatu for a long while.
Okay, no.
You're going to send that freaky-ass dog on the street in the middle of the night. No matter how much you try, that's a masquerade breach.
No,
I'm just... That's an ST telling you you might not want to do that.
Hey, ST.
I'll let you, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, PJ.
I'm gonna go to my trunk, pop it, and taste the blood of the Nosferatu, like around the stake.
Okay.
And then roll 10 dice because I'm gonna taste the blood him.
Okay.
Considering I'm thinking he looks like
2.
this.
10 or 2, PJ?
What? 10. 10 dice.
10. Okay, that's what I thought you said. I just want to make sure.
I'm assuming that he looks kind of like this, Bill.
Yeah, but in Rottweiler form.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so it's diff 5, so assuming that it's increased to diff 6 or 7, I still have enough to do it. So.
Yeah, you have enough to do it.
I'm gonna ask it first. Did it previous master actually teach him how to cloak itself?
He looks at you confused.
Facepalm. Blake decidedly face palms. Fuck.
I look at Blake and tell him,
Just keep him in the fucking basement. We'll come back and get him later.
yes, tell the
Or
dog
just
to
keep him
go
in the
into the
house.
house.
Go.
It does
tell the dog.
bother you that they haven't touched the construction workers.
Okay.
It looks like they stayed in the house, and even the construction workers, the few that you saw wander in and out, didn't seem to give two shits about them.
All
So
right.
actually, they have to come in and out to do the work.
Okay. He's going to tell the dog stand guard of the house and keep unseen unless something not the construction workers come in.
Status quo. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll be back later.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna scratch my dog behind the ears before telling him the same.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll pet him.
All right.
Do you want to put it in chat or just tell me here, Bill?
PJ, I'm going to send it to you on Facebook.
Thank you so much.
I already was ahead of that.
I'm a nice vampire to my ghouls.
I'm trying to see exactly what information you get.
That's cool.
Alright, so you guys basically take off?
Yeah, we'll be taking off. I'm going to drop somebody off at their car so everybody can go talk to the Sombra. I tell you guys that I will just expect that you guys will fill me in on the info. I have another angle to pursue.
Yeah. Okay.
So I assume we'll go ask the prince if this individual, I assume Steak, is still around.
Okay. Let me switch percentage here. Alright. Well, only the sheriff, the Scourge, and the deputies know of Andreas' location at any point in time. He only lets you guys know, and he doesn't tell anybody else. You do know he's been going through alternate means. He doesn't hang out at the Rose, contrary to what everybody thinks. He actually has a private domain which he uses to house in the nicer part of town. It's nothing major. It's just a nice small place. So if you're going to go see the prince, you guys know that at this point in time, you know he hasn't gone anywhere because he usually tells you. Just gives you a heads up, hey, I'm going to be at X location if you need anything. Yeah, so he hasn't told you anything, so you can assume that.
Alright. Oh, I would have told the prince what we're investigating right up ahead, because so that way we know we're not wasting his time about, is the La Sombra in question still here or whatever.
Okay. Then before you ever get there, he goes, no, the La Sombra was taken with Lucinda when she left.
Alright, do I still...
However, her Archon, Jonas, has been patiently waiting for someone to get a hold of him about the information they attained. He's told me, but he said he'd rather personally tell the ones involved in the investigation, or his words.
Alright, then we'll meet him wherever he wants to meet at then.
Bill, so you know what my plan is? I'm going to the penthouse suite where Lucinda was staying.
Okay. No, it's empty. She She didn't stay there.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not looking for anything for her, but I know the day and the general time that Jade was in
you found
this
out.
room.
Okay.
The fake Jade. Okay. So when eventually I can look into the past and see her there, I'm going to use a level 1 ritual called Illuminate the Trail of the Prey, and all it says is that you have to see, like you have to have an exact location where someone was standing, and then you can cast this ritual, and a glowy trail emanates from there.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what it is.
so I'm just going to look into the past, see her, start the trail, and then see where she went. If she brings me to some new location that I can look into. And then obviously you know what my other thing is.
Yep. And responding now. Okay. Yeah, I just saw that. Alright. Jonas actually tells you guys to meet him at the Rose.
Okay, we'll meet him there.
He just finds a
Private room and get it all set up.
Okay. Short time later, Jonas walks in. Heard you guys wanted to talk to me.
Yeah. I had been informed just recently that apparently about a La Sombra that was masquerading as a Ventru, and we were looking into it for investigations because we just went to, God, what the fuck is that guy's name? I'm horrible with names. Yeah, Sven's place, and apparently he was abducted in shadows, and so we were hoping that potentially maybe that you'd gotten some information about this La Sombra and if you might have been involved.
I was like, wow, PJ, you sound so different.
Racing them right, starting the game early.
All good, man. No,
it's okay. Yeah.
Jonas looks at you. To answer your question, the La Sombra is the one who kidnapped Sven.
Alright.
He's the one who gave Carlisle the axe.
Carlisle. Alright.
The Sabbat member that was taken out by a bow who is now currently in under the care of the Inner Council. He's also the one who told Carlisle to put it on the internet, and they did that intentionally and made sure word got back to Bo. He would not tell us who his master was, though. He hinted that he was taking orders from above, and that everything he was doing was, as he put it, sanctioned. He did, however, warn us that not everybody in the city is who they appear to be.
Well, I can believe that. Since when is that ever not the case in Kindred Society?
Yeah, he nods. But I think he was more referring to the fact that they're not all Camarilla.
I could buy that.
Andreas has been made aware of this, and he will. He's already begun a subtle investigation. I think he's kind of waiting for more information before he gave you anything. I don't know how he's thinking, so I couldn't tell you.
Right. So,
other than that, he unfortunately wasn't much help in
right.
a while. He hinted that kind of more of the obvious stuff, more going on behind the scenes, blah blah blah.
Heck yeah, you know all the same shit everybody fucking spews when they're facing final death.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of wordy self-justification.
Extremely.
Right. So the Lasombra didn't have the axe. Said he gave it off to someone else.
He gave it off to Carlisle, who
Mhm.
Carlisle then turned and sold the axe online. And they ensured that this Bo, a Ravnos, was given the information.
Huh. So he knows who it was sold to.
They knew full well who it was sold to. Long before Bo ever showed up, they knew who it was. I will say one thing. From what we were able to ascertain through his, bullshit and his lies, was the fact that apparently most of what has been going on in the city was planned.
Mm-hmm.
By who, we don't know. Unfortunately, like I said, he wasn't giving that up no matter what. He had no blood bond to the guys, so we couldn't figure out that part. So we couldn't even trace it that way. I mean, whoever it was knew exactly what they were doing. Made sure not to be, not to have any trace to the pawn, so to speak.
Right. 1 second. Well. What they say. Is there any hint that that some of the influences might be something outside Kindred Society, beyond the Sabbat, beyond
Yes.
Camarilla?
There was. I mean, we uncovered information, not necessarily through him, but some other resources, that there seemed to be a lot of movement, or a lot of, for lack of a better term, orders given outside Kindred Society.
Do we have any trace as to who might have been giving those orders? What kind of...
Unfortunately not. We were in the middle of an investigation when shit kind of got goofy. We were tracking a couple things, but we believe at least the phone calls we were able to trace, most of them went back to burner phones, so whoever was doing it, I mean, was making sure to try and cover their tracks as well as possible. With what we had already heard ahead of time, we believe that whoever this is has studied strategy of one way, shape, or form. Because as we start to put the pieces together, it's forming a rather unique puzzle. We're getting a much grander sense that there's a lot more that was never shown that went on behind the scenes.
So if Bo knows where the axe went off to, any chance we can get a hold of him to figure out WTF on this?
Bo had returned it to the person he believed was Jade, and last we knew, Jade had left it at the sanctuary. Well, before we destroyed it, we searched. There was no axe. So we don't know where it went. That's the fun part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it apparently got up and walked off on its own.
Things usually don't do that.
I nod.
Well, I guess it's back to our Nos friend, because he had footage of the of Sanctuary on his computers that are now destroyed.
How are they destroyed?
He has,
He looks at you.
they were attempted to be collected clumsily, and he'll give like that eye roll glance over to Blake 2.0, and the content on them was destroyed.
Hmm. He looks
So it's
over
back
at
to
Blake
Big Buddy in the
2.0.
trunk.
Say again?
Jonas looks over at you.
I'm not a tech guy. I
shouldn't have touched it.
Shouldn't have touched it.
The Archon looks at you.
There's
Why the
probably
fuck did you touch the computer? If you're not a tech guy, don't touch things that are techy.
Yeah.
Rule number 1 in common sense, 101 is if you don't know about it, don't fuck with it.
You have one earned game slap. I'll collect later.
Jonas just smiles. I'll be around a few more days, but I have to get back eventually. So if I can think of anything else, or if there's anything else that is needed, I will be here for a few days.
I'll give you a ring if we come upon anything you might know about.
Yeah, he hands you a card, just says Jonas Archon, and then gets a number.
All right, and he'll take it and he'll pocket it to put somewhere safer later.
But yeah, so far that's all we've got. I mean, we're still interrogating Will Sombra. Don't misunderstand. We haven't given up on him. We figure, we're trying various methods that may produce more fruit than what he originally tried to give us.
Right.
We have some very powerful Tremere in the organization that are going to have a nice, long conversation with him.
I could see how that would go.
He smiles. We'll get what we need.
I don't doubt it.
I mean, is there anything I can help you with what you guys got going on? Maybe another mind in it, per se, can help ease some of these issues that you have.
Well, our only lead we got right now is A, the one that Renzel's working on, and B, the Nosferatu we just collected that had all that camera data. So we may need someone, if he doesn't want to be a willing participant, who can make him an unwilling participant.
If he's a Nosferatu, I'd say hand him over to the rest of the Nazis. They have ways of getting information out of it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Plus, it tends not to step on toes that way. You don't want to cause too much inter-clan issues.
I really don't. We need to stay razor focused on the issues in this domain.
It was probably easier just to turn them over to the Nazis, let them use whatever means necessary to get the information.
And then have
no
them
doubt.
get back to us.
Yeah, have them get back to you.
I still find it ironic I'm drinking a can of Nos while we're talking about Nos.
Especially seeing as you're the sheriff, you might want to make that political bridge there. Most people don't go to the Nos unless they want information. If you go there bearing the gift, so to speak, I'm sure they're more than willing to give you something in return.
This is true. All right. Well,
You
thank
said
you for
the
the
Nos was underneath Sven's house the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the second person that we found that's lived underground.
It's a Nos thing. Nos always live underground.
It's very easy to go unnoticed when no one goes anywhere to look for you. Or doesn't want to go to where you were.
Yeah. And that's usually why they do it, is because then they get left the fuck alone.
Yep.
But that would lead me to believe that Sven had some kind of connection to the Nos, because...
Yeah. That's what we're going to look into.
No other reason. Well, I mean, the Nos may be able to give you at least that connection. What type of deal they had together.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd give more insight.
And maybe since he'd been looking at those the footage, and some of them were, one of the cameras was on Sanctuary and one of them was on here. Maybe he'll know which way that axe slipped out of when it decided to sprout legs and leave.
That's definitely a good place to start. If you had a camera focus on that, they're usually very intent about when they get into their information gathering. So I can imagine you may not have found it, but they usually do have some kind of record vault, so to speak.
And even if they were hiding, as it were, cameras don't seem to be fooled by that short of stick or shtick.
Not usually. No. Cameras aren't manipulated like people can be.
Yep.
So yeah, it seems like NOS is the way to go for now. Anybody ever find out if actually Sven or if James Crow is actually gone or just in hiding? It's another question we've been trying to figure out.
I haven't heard anything to be able to strongly say one way or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem we have is he's a fellow member of our clan, and the big thing is he died in a car accident. How often do we die in car accidents?
About as often as a gangrel would die in a car accident.
That's the whole point. I mean, and I'm just saying we as Kindred as a whole, we don't usually go out like that.
Was there any ash collected at this car wreck that would indicate that he was final death?
Apparently after it wrecked, it burst into flame. So it's hard to tell one ash from the other. Last I heard, there were some... Eric had some of his Tremere investigating the ashes, see if they could figure anything out.
It'll be hard for him to investigate that, seeing as he's dead now.
Oh, well, that makes things a lot more complicated. Yeah. I won't even know this.
And Blake will just, Lewis will just start fidgeting with his brain because he was there. That was really awkward. It put him on the spot.
Well, there's a Tremere Scourge. I'm sure he's working on it, so.
No doubt. Well, that makes things interesting. But that was one of the questions that never got answered, is whether Crow is still up and moving, or has he met final death? Nobody's been able to answer that question yet.
Oh, so there's another piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. And unfortunately, being in these fucking city too long, you guys been experiencing this weird ass, I'd say dreams, but we don't dream, so weird ass visions?
I hear everybody has.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I thought maybe I was going nuts or something. Great, I'm going Malkavian. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. Anybody investigated that damn toy company?
We did.
Yeah.
We found the real Jade, apparently.
That's it?
Staked and wired up to explode. We also found a book. I had informed the prince. I don't know if it got along to you and your Justicar, but we found a book of Camarilla laws, Sabbat tactics, and something about a power plant. I was following up with the mages about it. They seem to have some new information. I'm trying to get a hold of the lupines, but they're about as easy to get a hold of as a gimp oiled up running down the street.
Well, the best place for the lupines is you go to the Stormcrow, but...
Yeah, I went there. That was an interesting experience.
Well, that's the best place I know to get a hold of them. I know they have two different cairns. One they have in the city. It's, I believe it's called the Sept of the Iron Tower, but I'm not sure. Something like that. I don't know. And fucking the Guru are weird.
I'll agree with that.
And there's another one just on the outskirts in one of the more wooded areas. I wouldn't recommend going to their home turf. That would not go well for even one of your clan.
Yeah,
I would definitely I would keep trying at the Stormcrow first.
That's what I'm gonna do later.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe not so much interesting activity will happen, so that you can actually get some conversation going.
Yeah. picking squabbles with each other.
Ugh. Yeah, well, everybody's got a squabble. Apparently, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's due to this whole, influx of weird activity going on that's got everybody edgy.
Yeah.
And last thing we need is a bunch of edgy guru running around because, Lord, that can go.
Right.
Yeah. So for the shifters, that's the best way. I think there's what is it? Green Dragon, Middle Earth. I don't know. It keeps changing its name. Some little place that you can go where the mages seem to hang out.
I've been there once. I've spoken to one of them.
I mean, I think that's a place at least for them if you want to get a hold of mages that way. Can't confirm like they're there all the time. Like some of our kind are always at one spot, but that's another place to look. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. I have been warned through powers higher than me. Any investigation into the law firm Ram, Wolf, and Hart is to cease before it starts.
Oh.
I see.
Why?
When the inner council gives you an order, you don't fucking question it.
Fair enough.
Okay, yeah.
I have my issues with that order, but I will recommend if you do it very, very on the DL, as they would use in the new street terms, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Basically, don't go blabbing who you guys are, or risk one of me or a just car showing up, and this time they're showing up for you.
Yes,
I can assure you, it wouldn't be a good way. But, so, I never told you that. He looks at you.
Right.
Yeah, so you are supposed to cease all activities there. And he just kind of gives you a stern, like, half-assed look.
Yes, it will happen.
Yes.
Yes.
No, well, yes, I'll agree.
Other than that, I can't think of anything else. Yeah. As usual, I mean, I know you guys know Camarilla politics pretty well. Be careful who you trust. If the La Sombra was right about anything, I do believe that there might be some powers that be in, that are pretending to be on our side.
I wouldn't be surprised. The vibe I'm generally getting through this whole investigation is that there's one group that's allied against all the supernaturals in this city, and it doesn't bode well.
Yeah, no shit. When you're going up against groups like that, that is a dangerous thing. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for your time.
Like I said, I'll be around for a few more days, but then I'm gone. I'll only be available by phone at that point because we got all kinds of other stuff to do.
All right. I'll let you know if I find anything new, and I suppose you'll do the same.
Yep.
All right.
He gets up and walks out.
Well,
passes through the rows looking at the guy with blue hair.
I guess now it's time to go catch up with our friend on the other end of this. So I guess you'll handle his thing while we are en route.
BJ, I think he's returning. They're returning.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm cool. Just tell me, where I go, what I find out. Like,
okay.
What you want to do?
I just have to look at specifically what you're saying. Okay. What do you do with him after that? Do you do what the prince suggested?
I mean, I'm going to do that eventually, but for right now, I want to do my original plan of Eyes of the Passing for where Jade was and then following to another building.
Okay. Once you kind of backtrack, basically you see during the whole gunfight thing where you were protecting Prince,
you literally see, like, since you're just kind of watching it, you see kind of Jade hiding off and kind of popping off shots, and then you see kind of like a wicked smile on Jade's face as, she looks at a text. Then you see the form change, and you see it's a female Nosferatu.
Oh. Well, since I can stop time and watch, I want to go over around where Jade was and look at the text.
Okay. Phase 4 is complete. Prepare for Phase 5.
Okay, and so then from that position, when she switches what she looks like or whatever, I will cast Illuminate the Trail of Prey and watch where she goes. This one, I'll no longer be able to see what she was doing, but I'll be able to follow her trail to whatever building she went to or whatever.
Okay. She goes straight to the Happy Fun Times warehouse where you guys located Jade. And if you bother to go in, since you guys have already been there, she goes right to the table where Jade was. And then the trail just kind of zigzags back and forth in the room.
Sure. Well, that's fine. That tells me she spent a lot of time here. And then I can research this later, so I'll go back and I'll ask the Nosferatu Primogen where he would like to meet.
He gives you an address to. He actually says the alleyway between Building X and Building Y. I don't feel like thinking.
I tell you guys that I'm going to be at Building X and Y.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm meeting the Nosferatu Primogen.
Cool. We'll show up then.
That's fine if I don't.
Okay. All right. As you guys show up, Mr. Ransdale's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are just kind of like sitting there. Okay, well, we're at the alleyway. Mr. Ransdale shows up. You guys are just kind of waiting. You hear the sound of what sounds like a sewer grate being opened. And you see one fugly-looking Nosferatu show up. Let's see if I can get this picture work. The way Google works, I'm in a bitch lately. So let's see if I can get this working. Probably not, but you know what. Aha!
Oh dear lord!
That's what you see.
All right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's Mike.
So,
Nosferatu Primogen.
Excuse me.
And as he climbs out, you see 4 others climb out. It's a Nosferatu thing. Come in packs.
I tell you guys to be on guard. Like I send a mass text to you guys that say be on guard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have something of ours?
Theoretically. Technically, he falls under my purview.
Oh, if he's told us to be wary, I'll have my brass knucks on, but my hands in the hoodie pockets of my hoodie.
Okay. As you guys look down the alleyway, you see the... Wow, he's creepy. Even for an Nosferatu, he's creepy.
Sure. We have some concerns.
Okay.
First and foremost, a member of your clan was operating and pretending to be Jade.
No one in our clan was doing that.
I'll give a description of what the person looks like. You may not know this Nosferatu.
She's not of our clan. She's Sabat.
Very good. Second, your independent clanmate that we have here is a Diablerist.
Okay.
So you see how this leads to a new development in what we had discussed.
Wow, that escalated things from 4 to 11 real fast.
Mr. Ransdale nods. This diablerie was not given under the purview of the current prince. It may have been something that Sven allowed, but obviously we don't have any records for that.
There's the problem. If it was allowed by Sven, he was one of the acting princes at the time, so it would have been.
Of course, but we don't know that to be true. We wish to investigate this further. I didn't know if you would be agreeable to a group session or if you wish to follow this only through your own means.
We would prefer we handle in-clan matters in clan. That would be like asking us to investigate what goes on in the Tremere, like the sudden emergence of a new regent. He smiles and looks at you.
Mr. Ransdale gives the showing of teeth. It is slightly different because if it was an independent member of my clan and a Diablerist, obviously court officials would probably want to be involved. However,
says nothing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he just looks at you, says nothing.
Okay.
As I said, we'd prefer to handle it in clan. We would give you any information without holding back anything necessary or vital to your investigation.
Very good. And the other matter that we discussed?
What is it you want? Or would you rather hold that off till later?
Yes. We should discuss the value of said item. You have my number if you'd like to discuss the value.
Not.
Mr. Ransdale will take the Nosferatu out of the trunk. He has the stake still tied to his chest.
Pinto smiles.
He is in torpor as well.
Not.
As per my previous thing. So, Mr. Ransdale hands him the body.
He hands it over to one of his men who takes him and drags him down. If that is all, he looks at everybody else. Anybody else need anything while I'm here?
Let us know what you find, because he's the last person to know to be around the former prince. It'd be appreciated, any information he might have.
Anything pertaining to Sven, his possible disappearance, and anything of that nature, as well as anything else, as I said, we deem pertinent to your investigation. We will definitely investigate the Dabbler and try and find out when it happened.
Very good.
We will not take his word for it, just so you know. We will do our own fact-checking.
And you don't associate with that Sabat Nosferatu?
He just looks at you, gives you a look like, really? Seriously?
Do you know who it is, out of curiosity?
She goes by many names. That's the problem. Her more popular one, I believe, is, he looks over, Diana, was it? You see the guy look, he seemed to think for a second, kind of scratch his bald head. Yeah, I think it was Diana. Diana, I believe, is the more popular name she likes to go by.
I need to follow up on something for you, because it's with you, Will, because it's information that was given in the Google Hangouts chat, which I don't have the logs for anymore once the thing was over, and I failed to copy paste. I know that, yeah, hindsight's 2020. I know that Holly had given me information that the toy shop had about her body being there that was given to me by a Nos. Is there any identification that might be able to tell me which Nos or anything like that? I doubt it.
I would assume she would have given you if she was able to check, she would have given you a description about the Nos.
Mm-hmm.
Or did she say the Nos was the one that gave? See, that's okay. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. It's possible at this point.
I said, it said, if I remember correctly, it said I was given a text by Nosferatu, and that's all I can remember. So I'm totally leaning on you if.
Given a text by Nosferatu. I'm gonna have to ask Holly.
That's what I remember. I could be wrong. I know for sure though the reason why we ran over that place.
Yeah, I'll ask her, see if she remembers. And since she ran the scene, I know she would have that information. So I'll ask her and see what she remembers, and then I'll shoot you a message on Facebook about it.
Cool.
That way, at least I have a clue what you did. I can't remember what I said to her, and if I had to go back and look through messages,
no problem.
But yeah, so we'll get back to that. Yeah. Wait. Oh. Oh, that's too funny. No, I know exactly what she's talking about now. The Nas that gave her the information was the one y'all just gave over to the Nas.
Well, man, if I would have known that, because all I had was a fucking text number, because I didn't have them in my phone, and I don't think they identified themselves. Wasn't that just funny?
Yeah, that was the one who gave you the information.
Jeez.
God.
Somebody grabbed the phones, didn't they? Didn't Marcus do that?
Ransdale has all of his phones.
Okay, so Ransdale would be able to find that out.
Well, we'll find that out soon.
Well, once Ransdale goes through the phones, he's going to see a number he recognizes, which is Kevin's.
And then Kevin will be like, "Oh, is it this here?" And he'll be like, "Ah, shit, I done fucked up a little."
Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. So he was the one feeding us information. Whoops.
Whoops.
Oh well.
Man, if you
Gave up an actual helpful Nosferatu.
Nah.
Yeah.
They always do things for a prize.
Yeah.
Like if information was being given freely, should be alarmed about.
Yeah.
I should really consider the source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what that was. So yeah, you wouldn't have been given a name. If you say the number to the Primogen, he's gonna chuckle, look down the hall, and go, "You just gave them to us."
At which point he's like, "Well, dude, bro, maybe shouldn't have been an idiot."
He just kind of nods like, "That's sure shouldn't have been."
It is unlikely that he would be in the current predicament that he's in if he had just said, "Fine, investigate."
Probably.
Oh,
But you got to remember, we're territorial, no matter what clan we are.
Right.
So.
Well, thank you for your time.
No problem. And what's the other two? And you see them all climb back in. You move the cover back over.
So we need to track Miss Diana.
Yep.
Yep.
Do we know her last place she was hanging out at?
The toy factory is the last place that I tracked her. I can go back to the factory and see what she did there.
Awesome. Well, if they've got the security like they did last time, we'll want to be careful about that.
Right.
It didn't.
I will say that's going to be a scene for later.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
We'll get the group together and we'll.
Yeah. Plus, I figure you'll probably want more people with you anyway.
Yeah, I'd be down
Right.
Yeah, but I need a quick break, so.
And we'll also just say we get the group to get. We'll need to get the group together for that if it was like the adventure we had last time. So
Oh, yeah.
send out some phone calls and we'll get to work on that.
All right. I assume you guys all split and go your separate ways for now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Before me and Lewis and Kevin split ways, you had the Primogen right there. When once he makes sure that Ransdale leaves.
Yeah, Renzo's goes.
Yeah, you had the Primogen right there.
You couldn't have told me this.
I
I'll
tried
deal
to.
with it later. We're on more pertinent things.
Yeah, I tried to. I couldn't say anything out loud, considering he's
He's
already.
your Primogen. Are you that scared of him?
Have you seen him?
Wait,
Look at the
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at it from a Gangrel angle. He's your fucking.
Oh, he's talking about the other Primogen. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, just so you know, I told everybody in the car that I'm the Primogen. That I am.
Yeah,
I must have missed that. Then it might have been when I was.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
If you want to say anything when everybody else leaves, or if you want to stop me, because you totally know, like I'm the Primogen, I'm the new.
Yeah. Okay.
I said.
Kev.
So do you want to say anything to me?
You did see what you didn't see what I saw that he did. Okay. The dude freaks me out.
Since we're breaking up this scene anyway, and I'm going to take a break to eat, we'll just say that I send Rensdale a text that I'll talk to him later.
Sure.
just to follow up on some things.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That'll work. Alright, thank y'all for watching. Thank you players for playing. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.